If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in Transmogs. For Purple People Eater Warriors, yes, we're looking at pretty much just a combo of a vanilla set as well as something from my least favorite xpac, BFA. So BFA, Ny'alotha Mythic, we're looking at the shoulders, the belt, the gloves, the boots, and that's about it. The chest here, Revenant chest piece, Silithus, various mobs, or you could find that particular rare, or you could buy it on the auction house. I believe there's a lookalike that you could get with a quest. The belt, of course, Ny'alotha, Waking City. That's the mythic version, as you can see. Decent drop rate. A lot easier now than it was, say, a year ago. I don't even know if it was out a year ago. Anyway, yes, it was, probably. Revenant legs, of course, part of the same vanilla set as the chest. Now, this looks a lot better on the females than it does on the males. I got to point that out. See, as you can see, it doesn't quite fit the same on the males, and that happens. Sometimes people say, well, it doesn't look like it looks in game. Well, that's because the shading and the fit is very different on the races as well as on the genders. So, as you can see, this looks very different on the male tunes than it does on the female tunes. Moving on, the wrist, in this case, no, that's a boo-boo. It's actually the hands. Lady Night Elf showing the back, which is straight out of Castle Nathria. That's regular version Lord Evershade. Moving on to the headpiece, this is a Paladin Recolor LFR, Tomb of Sargeras. You can buy it on the auction house. And the weapon, Black Temple, or PvP, BC. It's not easy being green. Green and brown work pretty well for warriors, I think. Let's break this down. We have a mix of pretty much two different sets, and we're throwing in a Paladin Recolor on the headpiece. You got the shoulders, the belt, the gloves, the boots. They're all from a place called Siege of Orgrimmar LFR version. And we'll pull in the chest and the legs from Nighthold Heroic. Croesus is the boss on the chest, decent drop rate of 8%. Now this looks really epic, I think, on a Lady Night Elf. Overall, that axe really works well with this set too. We're going to get into the axe in a minute. And keep in mind that if you know a particular transmog that you could throw in your artifacts for a weapon, do it. You know, the only ones I can show on the software or the add-ons that I use for whatever reason are just the default artifacts. The add-on that I use to record this is grossly not updated on a regular basis, and you can only show the default. So if there's a particular Fury or a particular Prot or a particular Arms Transmog for the artifact, go for it, especially if it's green. But I really like the look on this weapon, and it's old. You know, some of the older stuff doesn't have quite as much the definition as the newer stuff. As you can see, the head is a Paladin Recolor from Heroic Tomb of Sargeras or the auction house, and now the weapon, Shadowmoon Valley BC quest reward. This is so shiny and sparkly that it looks like it almost went through a car wash. Got a wax on, wax off. Anyway, this looks perfect for Paladin. Also works for warriors. I want to point out that the shoulders, the gloves, and the boots all happen to be elite PvP pieces. However, the conquest pieces that you can buy work with this set as well. This just looks better, but the conquest pieces, eventually they'll just be for honor or marks of honor, but they work pretty well too. The belt, of course, is not part of those sets. It's Hellfire Ramparts. As you can see, the boss 12% on the drop rate for the belt. So that's from Burning Crusade. Now the legs as well as the chest are drops from Vanilla WoW. One of my favorite plate sets, Overlord's leg plates, Overlord's chest plate or chest or whatever you want to call it. Looks really epic here. We have a Draenor dude showing the feet. Well, not exactly, but sort of. Once again, the feet, the gloves, the shoulders are elite PvP pieces. And once again, there's the hands doing the spin, showing the cloak, which is the Gilded Thorium Cloak. Thorium Cloak, of course, is from Karazhan BC version. Tristrian Ilhoof is the boss. And we have a Lady Night Elf showing the Tabard of the Argent Crusade Ice Crown, Argent Crusade Quartermaster, golden rep for the Tabard. And the headpiece is Stormwind Orgrimmar, It's an heirloom piece, so it's super easy to get, just 500 gold. And the weapon, which we're going for style here to fit in Karazhan BC. Not 100% sure, but I think this is Alliance only simply because of the chest and the legs, as well as the boots. So that's what we're talking. The shoulders, Wild Gladiator's shoulders, if you hoard, you're going to have to go warmongering. The chest is a quest reward. This is Alliance only. I do believe, I'm not 100% sure though, quest reward from Jade Forest. Definitely Alliance, maybe Horde, not 100% sure. I think the Horde is a little bit of a different color. The belt here, bubbling anime belt, Throne of Thunder Heroic. You're looking at Raden is the boss, 13% on the drop rate for that belt. Now the legs. Now here's the thing with this. Sometimes when you get a piece that is only that you only have access to on one faction, as soon as you get that piece, sometimes you can mog it to the other faction. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure the case here. Anyway, the feet, Landfall boots, Jade Forest, that's a quest reward on the boots. Or you could actually get those three pieces, the chest, the legs, and the boots from Trial of the Champion raid. Of course, in Ice Crown at the Champion's grounds, and you know, that place that the last patch or the pre-patch had for Shadowlands, where you were doing some quests there. Well, that's the place. Anyway, the back, Blood Furnace, it's quest reward, super easy pickup there. And the headpiece is the faceplate of the Honorbound. That's Dalaran, Wrath of the Lich King, Legacy, Quartermaster. That's Alliance only, most definitely. And the weapon, Ice Crown Citadel, it is a quest reward. We're going to start off with some shoulders from probably a raid that's in everybody's top 5, Ulduar. Shoulder plates of the Deconstructor XT002 Deconstructor. Good drop rate on those shoulders, by the way. The chest alabaster breastplate, we're going to vanilla, Blackrock Spire for that, various mobs, or check your local auction house. That's a set that I really always wanted to mog and couldn't really find anything, and then I kind of found this. The belt, Primal Gladiator's Girdle of Victory. We're showing the Alliance version, which is pure black, but the Horde version, I think, has some shades of yellowish green, and it works a bit better, actually. Alabaster plate leggings, Blackrock Spire as well, various mobs. Probably the best bet to buy the chest and the legs from your local auction house. Moving on, we have a Draenei showing the feet, sort of, kind of. Charred Saronite Greaves, Ulduar, Ignis the Furnace Master, decent drop rate for the Greaves. Moving on, this is a wrist from Ulduar as well. So we're pulling the shoulders, the wrists, and the boots all from Ulduar. The back, gonna have to be Night Fae. Night Fae campaign, rep and renown to get that cloak. And the tabard is the Scryer's tabard from BC. Shatrath, the Scryer's Quartermaster, of course, sells that. And the headpiece is super easy to get. It's a quest reward, Shadow Moon Valley. BC version. You can also go with the heirloom piece as well. And the weapon is Mugushan Volts. Well, I think this is mostly mop. Or actually the shoulders are from Hellfire Citadel. So we have Hellfire Citadel, which of course is WAD, and also some pieces from mop. The chest is the chest plate of Congealed Corrosion, which of course is Siege of Orgrimmar. That is from mop. Heroic, Tears of the Veil. Decent drop rate on the chest. The belt, we're going to spin you to the PvP vendor in Mopland, Prideful Gladiator's Girdle of Prowess. If you hoard, you're going to have to pick up the Grievous piece, 1 mark of honor to get the belt, maybe 2, not 100% sure. The legs, part of the same tier set, sort of, kind of, as the chest. Actually, it's not. It's from Throne of Thunder LFR, but they're very, very... You could actually go with the legs from Siege of Orgrimmar if you want as well, or the chest from Throne of Thunder if you want. Prideful Gladiators, War Boots of Cruelty. Of course, we already said you got to go Grievous if you hoard to get the feet. 2 marks of honor to pick that up. We got a Lady Panda showing the hands. Siege of Orgrimmar, LFR. So yeah, it's basically Siege of Orgrimmar and Hellfire Citadel is the mix of the pieces here. And we have a Troll Warrior showing the back. Fetid Horrors, Tangle, Cloak, Uldir, Fetid Devourer, Observer, whatever he is. Just take him out, take his cloak, And Throne of Thunder Heroic Hard-On is the headpiece, decent drop rate, and the weapon is from your Garrison Proving Grounds quest reward from, of course, WoD. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon like it is here, or if it's evening, nighttime, make your day epic.